So when you went into Twitter headquarters, you said that there were some issues with your Twitter account. What issues did you see? And also, what did you learn from the people that were running Twitter? Was there actually stuff that was being like shadow banned, like truly from the inside scoop?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like what was the problem there?
Yeah. So first off, it was like, it's hard to even go back that year and a half or whatever. What was it, 2 years even already that he bought that thing? It might even be about 2 years.
I think
now.
it's been more.
Time
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, time has gotten very weird lately. That's what endless scrolling does to all of our brains. We don't know. Yeah, it really, it just like crushes the time shift or something. It was about 2 weeks after he bought it, and it was just chaos there because he was firing people left and right. You know, now it sounds like he's fired up to about 80% of the entire company. But remember, when he got in, he immediately fired a whole bunch of people. So it was huge offices there. I mean, their commissary is massive, and there was just nobody there. I'm talking about even the next day when I went back at normal office hours, not when I was there just at 1 a.m. He also felt that there were people there that were still moles, you know, because they were still dealing with, we knew that there were people that either were working with the CIA or the FBI, or somebody government related was in at Twitter. So he didn't know how many people were there.
What does that even mean, dude? You know that like every serious company in the United States that does anything related to like social media or communications or whatever is going to have some department that works with the federal government. Like the filings are public when you're billing the government for work for like subpoenas or stuff like all of this is public. What do you mean there are secret government moles? He's the owner of the company. He just has to look and see who's hired for what. Or are you talking about like actual like CIA spies or FBI spies? Like what is he talking about? This is all also he's just making all this up.
Here, the FBI or somebody government related was in at Twitter. So he didn't know how many people were there. He was worried that if he started firing people, that somebody could just take down Twitter altogether. I mean, that was part of the complexity of how do you fire the right people, because they could.
What does that mean? What, like a guy's gonna walk, there's like one server room for Twitter and American Psycho is gonna go in with an axe and start hacking apart the machines? What?
You know, I've been on Twitter for like 12 or 13 years, something like that. And you can sort of see, and being on YouTube and all these things, you can sort of see when things are kind of working and it feels roughly right. It's not that you get the exact same amount of views every day or anything else, but you don't see like these insane spikes and then like you put out the same type of thing a few days later and get, you know, no views. And I was going through all these like crazy versions of this for a while. And again, it wasn't just Twitter. I was seeing this on YouTube too. Anyway, I went in there and the programmers basically, they just kind of opened up the hood and showed me what was going on there. And it was really extraordinary because Jack Dorsey, who was the CEO of Twitter during the old days, if you remember, he testified under oath. Ted Cruz asked him, do you guys shadow ban? And he said no under oath. Now, he probably was using a little bit of a linguistic trick there because shadow ban isn't a technical term in some sense, right? So we could all define it a little bit differently. But in essence, do you do something that depresses views for some people in a feed that should be chronological? And he said no. They showed me. I mean, they showed me the...
I just hate, I'm sorry. Just, if you don't know what you're talking about, then just don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about, then just don't talk about it. Just don't talk about it. Shadow banning, everybody knew what shadow banning meant, okay? Everybody knows, well, in the tech world, shadow banning, when you ban somebody, you cut off their access to a platform. When you shadow ban somebody, you've hidden all of what they do from everybody else, but they're not aware of it. That's what a shadow ban is, right? So let's say somebody comes in and they start posting about how they think I'm a short midget gnome or whatever, okay? And I see them do that. And I don't want to ban the person because if I ban them, they're just going to make a new account and do it. I shadow ban them. When I shadow ban them, that means they type their messages, it goes into chat, and they see it, and they're like, I'm getting this guy. Huh. But they don't realize they've been shadow banned, and nobody else can see their messages. That's what a shadow ban is. Anything else is not a shadow ban. You can call it deprioritizing on an algorithm. You can call it deboosting. You can call it even hiding your shit. But like, it's literally definitionally, not only is it not a shadow ban, you're literally aware of the likes that you get on a post, and you can see when you're getting less likes, it's not even like fulfilling the purpose of a shadow ban. Suppressing your content is not a shadow ban. So if you don't...
technical term in some sense.
You're suppressing their engagement. Yeah, but that's not a shadow ban.
That's right. So we could all define it a little bit differently. But in essence, do you do something that depresses views for some people in a feed that should be chronological? And he said no. They showed me. I mean, they showed me the entire system. The entire system was built to do that. It wasn't that it wasn't a bug. It wasn't a bug. It was a feature. Like the entire system was literally built with endless amounts. I can't even tell you how many tags there were related to words or connections or you tweeted at this person. Or
yes, welcome to running a successful business. It's not about shadow banning. You want to. This has been the goal of social media companies for like the past since 2015, and maybe that long. Your goal, if you're designing an algorithm or AI. Whatever you want to call it now, or the cloud, or the whatever the you want to call it. Your goal is when somebody comes onto your website, you want them to stay there for as long as possible, and you want them to click through to more content. That's what you're going for. And if you notice, let's say that you're getting web traffic, okay? Let's say that you're getting web traffic, all right? You've got a website and you've got 2 links that people can click on. And let's say that you have 100 people click in okay? And let's say 50 go to the top and 50 go to the bottom. And you notice that on the top, these 50 people that go in, let's say that 35 go through here, 15 go through here, or we say 10 go through here. You have an attrition rate of like 5 people drop off, okay? Let's say that for the people that click here, let's say that like 20 go here, maybe to like the same content, and like 5 go here, and you have an attrition rate like of 50%, right? Half these people fall off. You're gonna boost this content. Of course you are, because you know that for every viewer that comes in and is presented with this, you got a 50% chance of losing that person from the site. They're gonna go click off and do something else. And then for people that come up here, oh, well, we're holding these people much longer. This is why we're gonna boost this content. This is every single social media website on the internet. Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube videos, all of these things. You ever wonder why on YouTube, like subscribing to channels doesn't mean anything anymore? Because YouTube doesn't care if you're subscribed to a channel. What they want is they're gonna put, if you go to your For You page, they're gonna put whatever content in here they think that you're likely to click on and keep clicking through. That's what they put in here. This is the only thing that matters on YouTube anymore. Who you're subscribed to or notifications doesn't mean fuck all. The only thing that matters is what's put here, because this is what YouTube is algorithmically determined is going to keep you on the site longer and keep clicking through to more videos. There's nothing even malicious or whatever about this. Like,
or you tweeted this topic on this day. Like, it was the craziest. I'm not a programmer also, so I'm sitting with programmers. And
this is also why, by the way, now this is a more aggressive form of this, but this is why Elon deprioritizes every single tweet that has a link to it. Because if you link something on a tweet, then a person is more likely to click that link and leave the site, right? You want to keep viewers on your platform as much as possible. Right? So when you hear me, you know how you hear me say things like, God, why does Twitter do video? It's so dog shit. Oh, Twitter video, right? When I'm complaining about that, the reason why Twitter does video is like, well, hold on, Destiny, if we don't host video, then you're going to link a YouTube link in your tweet. And if you link a YouTube link, that means that people are going to click off that link and they're going to leave the site. We want to keep them on Twitter as much as possible. So we're just going to host the video ourselves, right? That's why they do that. Oh, I can't do a poll. Fuck, I was going to ban Christopher again. Christopher said, Destiny, to be fair, that's not an Elon thing. A lot of places do that. How many people just heard me say every single social media website does this? How many people heard me say that? Like 10 times. Twitter started doing absolutely insane ad manipulation by auto-scrolling to ads on mobile. It's genuinely disgusting. I hate websites that do that. You know, there's a big GIF hoster, Red GIFs or whatever. Anytime you have a thing on your phone that auto scrolls to the next thing and doesn't let you control the in between, that is the worst site design in the world. Holy shit. Nothing makes me not want to use a site more than when you kind of scroll a little bit and then it auto yanks you to the thing. Oh my God.
some of the, the code and stuff is going above my head, but the basic stuff that you're looking at of this word, that word, this topic connected to this hashtag, and you follow this person, so don't let it be seen. The entire system was built for that. So that was, I would say, it wasn't shocking to me because I knew something was wrong, and clearly that's
not wrong. They're not. Are they going to push back on anything? Is this the Iced Coffee Hour podcast, or is this the Republican Glaze podcast? Are these guys supposed to know any? I shouldn't say anything mean. I'm so sorry. I should message. I think Jack messaged me a bit ago to go on. Fuck. But I wasn't in Vegas. Just what are we doing here? This is business 101. This is, hello?
Everyone that was paying attention knew something was wrong, but it was shocking in that the former CEO of Twitter testified that they don't do it. So
no, he testified they don't shadow ban. What you just talked about is not having a chronological feed.
I think that right now, the beauty of what's happening is that by Elon going in and opening this up, I don't do my own Facebook, my guys do that, but it seems that Facebook...
Did they push back on you though? I thought your comment with them was pretty agreeable as well. Why would you push back on me? Everything I say is right. Obviously, they're not going to push back as much on me.
Gotten a little bit better. You mentioned Zuckerberg's, well, clearly he wasn't as involved in this election as he was before, so that there's an implication, okay, maybe we're fiddling around a little bit less on the electoral.
Even Bezos made some statements.
And Bezos, the Washington Post didn't even endorse Kamala. They didn't endorse a candidate at all. So you can see by...
Kamala! I like how they're so... It's crazy that... This is also why I know that it's bullshit, okay? This is also why I know that this is bullshit, okay? The pronunciation of her name. If you don't know a thing, there's something to be said for people getting it wrong half the time, right? You're guessing, 50-50, okay? The fact that every single conservative seems to not know how to pronounce her name, but they all pronounce it the same incorrect way, eat shit.
Even Bezos made some statements.
And Bezos, the Washington Post didn't even endorse Kamala. They didn't endorse a candidate at all. So you can see I think basically by Elon being brave, we needed somebody that was bigger than the me or Shapiro or even Rogan. We needed huge forces. And
oh my God, he's getting there. He's not going to say it directly, but we need an authoritarian. This is where authoritarianism starts. Like, we can't do it. Like, we need a guy who's larger than life to come in and bail us out of it. We need this one guy to just and take the reins. We need that benevolent dictator to just come in and show us the light.
I think when Elon basically teamed up with Trump, that fully shifted something in the culture, and that has now led to this incredible moment.
No, it seems like, speaking of that, a lot of people are going towards deregulation at this point, and they're thinking that's going to be better for our economy, better for the average person. Where do you think that deregulation?
We're not pushing back on any of that. We're just going to take it for granted that that Twitter was just an evil, horrible company that was just kneecapping itself for years and years with these crazy false algorithms. This is the most anti-finance, this is like an economically and financially illiterate take. This is supposed to be an this is supposed to be a finance podcast, isn't it? The Iced Coffee Hour is supposed to be about finance, no?